Robinson's mother saw the photo of the shooter in the news and thought the shooter looked like her son. Robinson's mother expressed concern to her husband that the suspect shooter looked like Robinson. Robinson's father agreed.
In today's episode, we're talking about the tragic killing of Charlie Kirk. The accused is a 22-year-old, Tyler Robinson, and what makes this case even more striking is that his own parents helped bring him in. It's a story about family, hard choices, and accountability. And out of it comes a question worth asking all generations. What's something you've learned that younger people should know? Welcome to Headline to Heartline. Around here, we don't chase outrage. We look for the human lesson. If that's your cup of tea, settle in. Here's what we know. Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at a public event in Utah. A young man, Tyler Robinson, has been arrested and charged. And whatever else we debate, his parents worked with authorities so he could surrender peacefully. Prosecutors have said they'll pursue the maximum penalty under the law. These are allegations until proven in court, and the legal process will unfold in its own time. But the moral weight of this moment is already here. I want to speak to parents for a second. Republican parents, Democrat parents, independents, people who hate politics altogether. You may vote differently. You may pray differently. You may watch different channels at night. But if we're honest, a lot of us go to bed with the same quiet hope. May our kids come home safe. May they grow into people who choose decency over damage. When a story like this breaks, it rattles that hope. It makes us look at the word freedom and realize how small we've sometimes made it. Freedom isn't, I do whatever I want, no matter what it does to you. Freedom is a neighborhood promise. I carry my rights with care so you can carry yours too. It's rights braided with responsibility. Political violence used to feel unthinkable. Now the headlines feel too frequent, too casual, too easy to scroll past. I don't want us to get used to it. I don't want our kids to believe that the only strong voice is a violent one. Strength is not the willingness to harm. Strength is the willingness to hold back when every part of you wants to swing. Strength is choosing a human answer when an inhuman one is right there within reach. So what do we do, today, in our own homes? We start by changing how we disagree. Talk policy without stripping people of their dignity. Let your kids hear you push back on ideas without tearing down the person who holds them. When a rumor races through a group chat, pause and ask, what's verified? What's speculation? When tempers rise, say out loud, we can step away. We can sleep on it. We can call someone wise. That kind of language sounds small until you need it. Then it's a lifeline. And if you see someone drifting toward fantasies of harm, online or in real life, don't ignore it. Get help. Bring in a coach, a counselor, a pastor, a teacher. That isn't betrayal. That's stewardship. If you're young and listening, here's what I wish someone had told me plainly. Your voice is stronger than your anger. Use it to persuade, not to punish. Curiosity isn't disloyalty. Seek out a mentor who doesn't vote like you and ask them how they live with people they disagree with. Walk away from the jokes that celebrate injury. They aren't jokes and they change you. If something feels off, inside your friend group, inside your own head, reach for a person, not an algorithm. Call sooner than you think you should. And remember, courage is not violence. Courage is the harder human path taken when the easier destructive one is right there. I also want to say this to every mother and father who's scared by this story. You are allowed to be both gentle and firm. You can love your child and still draw a line. You can insist on truth, insist on help, insist on safety. The fact that two parents in this case helped move toward a peaceful surrender tells me something about the kind of love that protects the living and honors the lost. It's not soft. It's steel wrapped in care. This community we're building here, you and me, and the people who read your comments later, I want it to be a porch light community. We turn the light on for each other. We don't have to agree on everything to agree on this. Lives matter more than likes. People matter more than points scored in an argument. So tell me one thing you'll do differently this week to lower the temperature where you live. A change in the way you talk about people on the other side. A new rule for what you'll share before you've checked it. A habit for cooling off when you're hot. Keep details private if you need to. Just share the commitment. I'll be reading them, and I know someone out there needs your example. We'll keep our space humane. That means no doxing, no wild speculation about private individuals, no cheering for harm. Share what's verified, and if you're not sure, say you're not sure. Correction isn't weakness. It's care. To Charlie Kirk's family, may you be surrounded by comfort. To every family facing impossible choices, courage to you. If tonight stirred something heavy, reach out to someone you trust. And if you need professional help, please take that step. You're not alone here. If this conversation resonated, pass it to someone younger you care about. That's how our little corner grows from headline to heartline. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Until next time, keep the porch light on for each other. This is Headline to Heartline. Good night.